Hi everybody, Bishop here from Merca Soul, doing another Merca moment. This video we're going to talk about salt lamps and all the benefits that they bring. When you have, when you go outside after a major thunder shower and the clouds part and the sun comes through, and you go out and take a nice breath of air, well, how clean it is, that's what the salt lamp does inside your house. So the air inside our houses is 10 times more toxic than the air outside. We clean with chemicals and cleaning solvents and things like that, but there's no place for it to go. So what happens is dust, dander, allergens, pollution, everything is floating throughout the air and it's positively charged, so it has no mass. The salt lamp releases negative ions, and the ion goes up into the air, attracts the positive dust, dander, pollution together, giving it mass. And then that mass slowly weighs itself down to the ground. So now you're breathing clean air. The benefit of that is you get a better night's sleep, you get more rest, your body's not processing, you're not overtaxing yourself when you're sitting at home in the living room watching TV or anything else you're doing. With cleaner air, your body's not working to filter all that air, because otherwise right now, without having salt lamps around or some type of purifier, that's what's happening. So you want to get a salt lamp. Every room in the house is a great place to have them, except for bathrooms and kitchens if your kitchen's kind of closed in. There's just too much moisture. Salt wicks moisture out of the air, so you kind of want to keep it away from those places. So they're fantastic for especially living rooms and bedrooms where you spend the most amount of time. You want to leave them on all the time. They glow, which makes them look really pretty, which is fantastic. It's a nice night light and to have. But the light bulb is the most inexpensive way of warming the salt, the rock itself, to a higher temperature, which helps evaporate the moisture away. So we always recommend putting a decorative dish underneath your salt lamps or even your tea light holders, because salt wicks moisture out of the air. And in the summertime, when it's really humid for a week or two, you want to have a dish underneath it, because this light bulb may not be warm enough to evaporate the moisture off from the salt, because everything else is already humid and sticky. So there's just too much moisture in the air. So a nice decorative dish adds to the flavor of the actual salt lamp. Our salt lamps all come from the Himalaya Mountains through Pakistan. We know exactly who our importer is, and they pay the wages, fair wages, for the work that's being done. So those are all reasons why we have picked that vendor to deal with and work with, and somebody that we trust and know on a personal level. So there's a lot of things going around about fake salt lamps. There's several different things that come with it. When you see a fake salt lamp, I've never seen one in person. This is just what I've read and the research people have told us that they've gotten them in the past. A lot of times when they're made, they won't have all the striations. It'll be a uniform color, a uniform pattern. So here, you'll always see that all of ours, they come on the ground naturally. They're all hand carved, and they always have different patterns all over them. So for us, that's not an issue. Something that came up last year or so was cords that were not faulty cords that were going with some of the bigger box stores. Our cords have never had an issue with any of them. They're not dimmable, because you don't really want to dim the light, because it once again it's a heat source, so you want the light to be on all the time. So ours are not dimmable, and that was some of the issues that were in the past. So for us, it's never been a concern, never been a worry about where they come from. When we get them, they don't look like a box, carved like a box. They're all unique pieces of art, natural art out of the ground that actually cleans and does wonderful things for you and your family. They're great for infants and children's rooms because of infant asthma and things like that. So putting them in there and using them as a nightlight is just all wonderful places to put them on top of in our bedrooms. Also, offices. If you have a cubicle or if you have your own office, these are fantastic to have clean the air as well for there. So 7-watt light bulb. If you have a salt lamp, you want to go with 7-watt light bulb. If you've gotten a salt lamp from us in the past, the cords can only handle 8 watts, so 7 watts is what you want to do. Never put LED light bulbs in them. They don't give off any heat. 4 watts is generally just too low of a wattage, so it doesn't have enough heat being made from the light bulbs, so you want to go with 7. We have our smalls. and then we have mediums here. So we are still have a full stock. We will not be getting any more in before the holidays. So if you get a chance to get down and grab a few, they're fantastic. Once you realize how much better you're sleeping and how the calming effects of the salt lamp itself are, you'll be having them in every room in the house. So thanks again. Build a community, one Merkabite at a time.